Welcome to the Shortwave Radio channel, and this is another one of my top 10 favorite shortwave portable receivers that I own. And of course, the RadiWow R-108 is one of the latest additions, and it's making the top 10. It's a nice little portable receiver. It is roughly in the $50 range, but if you sometimes look, there are sales. People have actually got this even lower price than that. But even at $50, you're getting a really nice package, really nice radio with the price that you have. It's a long wave, medium wave, shortwave FM receiver with airband, which is very nice. Not a lot of receivers have the airband extra. This one does. And it is a general coverage radio, which is also nice because you can tune in everywhere. There's no missing gaps in between the frequency ranges, so you'll be able to tune your favorite station, whatever frequency it is broadcasting on. It does not have single sideband, so that's very important to know. It's really a little bit like I compare this to the Texan PL380 or Texan PL310 ET. That I would say is roughly the same competition, except that this one has airband extra. 500 memory channels. It is a very sensitive radio. I have talked about the fact that I did compare it to the XH-Data D808, and it is a little less sensitive than the XH-Data, but if I compare it to the Texan PL380, it's actually more sensitive than the Texan PL380, so it's kind of a little extra here. It's quite sensitive as a radio in general. Nice to have keypad entry, of course, where you can tune in your favorite frequencies just by punching them in on the keypad. And of course there's the tuning knob if you want to tune around with fast or slow tuning. So it's really, really nice to see this. Really makes it easy to tune around. Has a great and beautiful display with temperature and signal to noise ratio, and of course it has a clock displayed. The light is kind of nice, but unfortunately it doesn't stay on. You can't have it stay on. It would be nice to have that, but still very, very beautiful little display here. It has several bandwidths, so this is the nice part of it, because you can choose the different bandwidths for your AM listening from 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is actually very nice. Not a lot of radios once again have this. This is a DSP based receiver. The digital signal processing chip in it is a silicon integrated 4730X model. So this is of course a radio on a chip, and it's well utilized and well used here to have it working with good performance in general, and like I said, seems a little more sensitive than the PL380. It has a included lithium-ion battery, which is what you see here, and this makes this receiver it's a relatively common battery, but it's included and all, and it gives decent performance. I'll explain my negative side to this at the same time in the bad section. It comes in with, of course, a little length of antenna wire which plugs into the antenna jack on the left side. That's also nice because not a lot of radios of this price and this, this small actually have an antenna connector. Of course, earphone connections. You have a DC in micro USB where you can actually charge the internal battery either by plugging it on a computer or using one of the adapters, like you can use your smartphone adapter. I use my Samsung charger and it works great. It has good battery life even with the included lithium-ion battery. It has FM stereo through the earphone, and of course included antenna, which makes it perfect actually for a little package. And it's small for travel, not too expensive if you're afraid of getting it stolen. Seems to be sturdy and feel good construction, I would say, for a plastic radio of this price. The bad, what's bad about it? Well, the audio is missing out on a little bit of frequency ranges. So on the higher end of the frequencies, it's missing. So the audio is kind of a little muffled, as if you would listen to it in a box, I would say. Still good audio, and it's still great to listen to, but it is a little bit missing in the frequencies to make it just really easy to listen to. It also in the audio department has a flaw. If you use it outside, the audio isn't very strong, so you might have the volume at maximum and still have a hard time listening to whatever if it's noisy around you. It mutes while tuning around, which is an annoying effect of some of these radios. So when you tune, you have that little muting for a fraction of a second. So it does make this a little annoying when you try to tune around, but it is part of what you'll get with this radio. I don't tune around that much on most of these portables. I punch in frequencies most of the time. It's an annoyance if you tune around with the tuning knob, or the up down buttons. You'll find that it's a little annoying for sure. No single sideband is another negative side to this radio, but for the price, it isn't that bad. And the I know some of you are saying I'm renting for nothing, but the fact that you don't have AA batteries and rather have that weird lithium-ion battery on it makes it. I put it in the negative side because AA batteries are available everywhere, are easy to find. Where here, this is a more weird battery, even though it's a well-known battery that is used in Nokia cell phones. But still, I would have rather have AA batteries in here. It is one of the best for 2019. I put the XH data at the best, and it's a type of radio. My #1 favorite, the XH data D808 for SSB enabled radio. Well, this one for a non-SSB, if you're looking for something cheap, I positioned this one as my best for 2019 in its category, which is a non-single sideband, but very well thought out overall general coverage shortwave radio. The fact that it has airband also makes it extra if you have an airport near where you live. Well, you'll have that possibility, and it's kind of nice, And it comes in, with that little wire antenna and all, so you're kind of set up for a nice experience and a good battery, a good radio experience in general. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thanks for watching.